Thank you, everybody, for being here. We have Adrián González. Luis, go ahead and kick us off.
Buenas tardes, coach. Primero que todo, quería preguntarte que la jugadora Sofia Cantore llega al equipo. ¿Qué me puedes hablar de ella y qué es lo que crees que puede aportar al equipo?
Hola Luis, pues nos va a ayudar muchísimo. Es una jugadora con mucha experiencia en Italia, tanto a nivel de clubes como con la selección. Una jugadora que está acostumbrada a jugar tanto de 9 delantera como también puede ejercer como extremo con situaciones de ir de dentro hacia afuera, como una segunda punta. Una jugadora muy comprometida también con el trabajo defensivo, muy competitiva y evidentemente pues con con esa facilidad también para atacar sobre todo espacios detrás de la línea defensiva, para marcar goles, para ser una jugadora referente en área rival y bueno, pues una incorporación, la verdad que muy buena para el equipo porque creo que nos va a complementar mucho y también nos va a ayudar.
También la Washington anunciaron hace creo que menos de 24 horas que tienen un nuevo international spot. Yo sé que quizás es muy adelantado para preguntarte, pero ya que tú eres el head coach del equipo ahora, ¿tienes alguna idea de alguna jugadora que quisieras que trayeran o que pudiera reforzar alguna área del equipo?
Bueno, nosotros la verdad que siempre estamos con la idea de intentar mejorar la plantilla. Durante todo el año siempre somos conscientes de cómo va evolucionando el equipo, de las necesidades que podemos tener y a partir de ahí pues también valorar un poco, ¿no? A nivel de club qué perfiles nos pueden interesar. Todavía es pronto para anunciar nada y centrarnos solo también en algún perfil, pero bueno, al final siempre estamos preparados para tener diferentes opciones. Vamos a ver también cómo evoluciona un poco el equipo y a partir de ahí, pues evidentemente intentaremos tomar las mejores decisiones para seguir mejorando el nivel de la plantilla y ser lo más competitivas posible.
Muchas gracias, coach.
A ti.
Jose, go ahead.
Adrian, thank you for speaking with us. I greatly appreciate it. Can you kind of give us an update in terms of the injury status of Ashley Hatch and any others that didn't travel with you to San Diego?
Yeah, Hachi is not here with us, so she's not gonna be able to play. And also Meg, Emma, and Kylie also we've decided to to let them rest also because they were finishing also, especially Meg and Kylie, they contract with us and the other players are gonna be fine.
Before the injury, Hatch mentioned to me that she was excited getting good feedback from you and the other coaches about her role as the team coming into the season. Prior to this injury, what did you guys try to emphasize with her about her role, and how have you felt prior to this injury she executed her role this year so far?
Well, she's been doing great, especially leading the team after Andy's injury last season. I think she took a step forward also with Aubrey leading the team on the field, off the field, being an example every day, sorry, training really hard, helping the players, like especially new players or young players. In terms of tactics, I feel that she's been improving a lot as a nine, identifying what was the the team needs in each game situation, dropping in pockets when we need it, just to set it, or also threatening behind sometimes behind the back line, scoring goals, assisting, and also being also that voice during the games and during the training sessions. That's a player like her with her experience. It's really important. So I'm very happy, with her performance and all the help that she's been doing.
Lastly, the club just announced that you would be managing today's match. How is Jonah doing? How is the family? And how far in advance did you know you would be managing today?
Yeah, they are doing good. They're still waiting. It seems like the baby doesn't want to come yet. So we are just waiting, supporting them, in this special moment. And yeah, I've been leading this week the training sessions, and I'm gonna be leading, obviously, the game because again, thinking what was the best for the team, also for Jonah and his family, even for me, honestly, it was the best decision. And we are just supporting him and trying to also be focused on the game, knowing what we want to do, and trying to win this game to go to the break that we all deserve, and we want to make sure that after the break we are going to start building again what we want.
Gracias, Adrián.
Nada.
Andre, go ahead.
Hey, Adrián, thanks for speaking with us. Wanted to focus on San Diego real quick. They've been to me, they've been the most surprising team in the league. In your preparation for this game, what have you seen that they're doing that's making it difficult for other teams to really deal with?
Yeah, hi, Andre. I agree. I think it's one of the teams that has been showing a great performance. If we compare with the last season, maybe people who are not, seeing the teams how they evolve, or they are not maybe, following the league. Maybe we could expect something different, but I know that also with a new coach, the new game idea that he would bring, so the team would perform good. And I think they are doing a great job. Team also based in possession. They like starting from the back, using Sheridan, the keeper, sometimes as a center back. So it is a team that also they can thread you behind. They have great players, Cascarino and Leon, and players also, young players, Scanio, like Barcenas. They are doing good. And I think solid midfielder. So a team who has a great confidence right now in possession, and also with different types of ways to attack. I think that's the most dangerous thing. And they are also in a good spot. But again, knowing that this league is so competitive, every week is different, and we also are doing, I think, great things. So we are gonna compete for sure, and we are gonna be, a tough opponent for sure.
I appreciate that. And I kind of wanted to ask about your Washington Spirit overall. Obviously you've been the head coach before, but in that instance, you were kind of building something in anticipation of Jonah coming over. Now that you're the head coach, what can Spirit supporters expect from now you being the one that decides, like, this is how I want the team to play?
Yeah, it's gonna be a completely different, situation, because as you said, when I first came here, I was just building, the basics, and also the culture, and implementing a new idea. Players, they were coming from a different idea in terms of playing style. So just, building the basics. So after 1 year and a half, I've been, very close. I know what the team needs. I know the players, they know me, and we want to be obviously a team who is able to attack in a different ways, to be very dynamic, very flexible in terms of different shapes, and also different ways to create chances, being very protagonist with the ball. I think we have profiles that we can attack in a different ways. We have players that are really good also in transitions, but also I feel like we can be a team also based in possession, that we can have longer possessions, attacking again through different ways. And then out of possession, we are going to be very aggressive in terms of how we want to press. We need to know how to press high, but also I feel like we need to take a step forward, being very solid, being very compact, defending maybe, and sometimes why not in a mid-low block, being more aggressive and competitive, defending our box, and try to reduce as much as possible the goals that we are conceding. So I know it's kind of general, but understanding the profiles that we have, trying to be versatile, because I feel like one of our strengths is that we have players that can be adapted in different positions. We can have different ways to perform, and that's for me a key point. So understanding their talent and creating an environment where they can express and they can just show how good they are. So that's gonna be my main focus, to create that environment to let them, express their talent.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Go over to Roe, and then we'll wrap up with Marissa.
Hi, Adrian. Thank you for your time as always. I actually wanted to jump right off that. Big international break, big summer break coming up in the after this game. What are the main ways that you're planning on taking advantage of, having that much time and having that many trainings and that sort of opportunity to almost prepare like a new season to a certain extent?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. We are going to take that as a mini preseason, if we can call it like that, knowing that also we all know each other, so it's going to be, I think, pretty smooth transition, and I'm very optimistic, and I know what the team is able to do. But also we need to know that some players, they weren't here last season, so it is a good opportunity again to restart, to rebuild what we want. So we will have time. Also, we will not have maybe the pressure of the competition, the league, and I think that's gonna be huge, to be honest, to build again the basics, the principles that we want in and out of possession, making again those connections that we want to emphasize. And I think that's gonna be great, because sometimes all the teams need those moments to build uh, whatever you want to do in the future. So I'm really optimistic with that.
And just zooming in a little bit more to this recent stretch here, I was thinking a lot about just defense, and I know it was a tough game defensively versus Portland, and that even in the win versus North Carolina, there were a lot of high value chances that they had. What are some of the biggest things that you've stressed to the team as far as defense ahead of this game against a pretty potent offensive side in San Diego?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we need to identify very good when to be aggressive in terms of pressing, because we know San Diego, if you give them time to think, they're gonna be able to progress easy, and especially again with Sheridan playing as a center back sometimes during the build-up, she's able to play, short passes, long passes. She's able to use both feet, so we cannot give them too much time, especially in high press. And then sometimes identify where we want to force them, in which spaces we want to be really aggressive in terms of winning the ball back, and also provoking those situations as many times as possible. So trying to be proactive in terms of how we want to defend, and from there, being compact, reducing the distances, reducing the spaces that we want to defend, and defending as a team. 11 players are going to be involved doing that, and I feel like we are more than prepared, to be honest, understanding the way that we want to defend. And then obviously, as better we defend, I feel like better we are going to attack. So that's going to be a key point for the game.
All right, thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
And Marissa wraps up.
Hi, Adrian. Thanks for speaking with us today. I just wanted to ask you, we're at the halfway mark for the season. Are there some big takeaways that you have from the first half? And then what is something that you're looking forward to seeing the team improve in the second half of the season?
Yeah, I always like learning from each situation, experience. So I think we've been evolving a lot, to be honest, in a different ways. Knowing the team, and analyzing what been done. Sorry, what we've done the last year and a half. Seeing the team the first day when I came here, and now after 1 year and a half, where we are. I think in terms of, building the team culture that we want, building the connections that we want to have, implementing, a new idea in terms of how we want to attack, reducing the distances between us, improving also in terms of the way that we want to attack, more in possession, being very dynamic, versatile, understanding that we can defend also in a different ways, empowering people, players, to play in different positions, empowering also the young players to take a step forward and be able to play tough games and important games in this league. So I feel like we've done a great job in terms of building a great team, honestly. And from here, I think we still have a big range of improvement. So we have all the ingredients to succeed because we have great players with different profiles, great people also working at the organization. And from there, it's just a matter of time to create that environment where people can express their talent and we can compete for every trophy.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Adrián. We'll be right back with Croy with it.